Hey guys, welcome back on the channel. Fabrizio Romano here as always to keep you posted on the transfer market. Today guys, we have to discuss about several things, many movements for Bayern for sure, but also something about Vinícius Jr, Lenny, Karl, Marc Guéhi, Man United. Let's jump into it. And here we are guys to discuss about several things, several situations, enter into some details, and let me start today by mentioning Manchester United, because the name I've been telling you for days, Gunnar Solskjær, is becoming stronger and stronger in the internal ideas of Manchester United. Today, face-to-face meeting, Gunnar Solskjær and Manchester United management to discuss this opportunity. Carrick is also having conversations with Manchester United. Meanwhile, Johnny Evans has returned to the club as part of the backroom staff to help Darren Fletcher busy today on the touchline in Premier League, and so it's going to be a huge moment for Man United. I can confirm to you that the feeling is quite good around Gunnar Solskjær. He's ready to take the job, he's ready to return to Man United, he's ready to accept any condition. In terms of financials, in terms of contract, in terms of length of the contract, Ole is ready. And so conversations are going quite well. Again, let's wait in terms of timing for Manchester United to make a final decision, but there is a good chance to see Gunnar Solskjær back to the club after he offered himself to Manchester United right after they decided to part ways with Ruben Amorim, and so now Ole is the clear favorite for the job. With Michael Carrick, conversation ongoing, also a meeting with Michael Carrick. Let's see what Manchester United will decide, but for sure working hard these hours to give the team a new head coach as soon as possible. Ole is very ready. He's not talking to any other club. He's not taking any other call. He's only waiting for Manchester United since 2-3 days ago, as I told you, and so ready to make his comeback to the club. We will be following the next steps of this story. And then one of the stories you have been sending me, guys, in the recent days, coming from England, is about Vinícius Jr and Chelsea. A story from, I think, an English newspaper. I don't even know where the story is coming from, but I received tons of messages here on YouTube and on my platforms about Vinícius Jr and Chelsea. The story was about 135 million euros proposal to Real Madrid for Vinícius. What I can tell you guys is that this is not true. Chelsea have not sent any bid for Vinícius Jr. Chelsea are not planning to send any bid for Vinícius Jr. Chelsea are not in negotiations for Vinícius Jr. Vini, at this stage, is not planning for a January exit, so the situation is completely not true, from what I understand. Being played down also from people close to the clubs, to the player, so only denials on this story about Vinícius and Chelsea. Remember that Real Madrid desire remains to get a new contract sorted for Vinícius Jr as soon as possible, but at the same time, it's also up to Vinícius to decide, and of course this situation is one to follow in the next months to see if Real Madrid and Vini will be able to seal the agreement over a new contract for the Brazilian. But at the moment, what I can tell you is this, that there is nothing ongoing with Chelsea Football Club. So that's very clear. Chelsea are going on a different direction. I already told you this for Rodrigo. A few months ago, Chelsea were linked with Rodrigo. Now with Vinícius, Chelsea are going on different direction. Bayern are going on a direction where they want to keep their important players, and so I wanted to mention a few names. First of all, Serge, Gnabry, the agreement over a new contract till 2028 is almost done. It's very close about final details, and then Serge Gnabry ready to put pen to paper and sign for Bayern, staying at the club. Upamecano, guys, remember what you heard in the last few months. They told you that he was close to Real Madrid. I was telling you that Real Madrid and PSG were following the situation, but never sending an official bid for Upamecano because Bayern made the best financial proposal. Bayern also had to be optimistic because they made the best salary contract proposal to the player. Well, now, Bayern proposal in terms of fixed salary and bonuses has been accepted by Upamecano and his agents. So there is an agreement between Bayern and Upamecano on the structure of the contract, on the salary, on the bonuses, on the length of the contract. What's being discussed now is the exit clause, release clause for Upamecano to be included in the agreement. Obviously, Bayern don't want to guarantee anything for this summer 2026. They only want to eventually accept a release clause valid from 2027 or 2028, so longer in terms of timing. Let's see what Upamecano will counter to this opportunity offered by Bayern. But the release clause, the exit clause, is something that Upamecano and Bayern are discussing now, is the final step before we have the final green light, and Upamecano is expected to stay at Bayern with a really huge salary. Bayern made big effort after the proposal made a few months ago. It was very close April last year when Bayern were negotiating with Upamecano. Then the summer transfer window changed the plans, then back in talks, and Bayern made a very, very important proposal. Now the agreement is imminent, waiting on this step on the release clause, and then we will know more on all the rest. Something to mention also on Bayern, guys, is about Karl. After that statement saying that his dream club is Real Madrid, the situation obviously with the fans has not been the same, but at the same time we should remember, as I already told you a few days ago in a video, this is a 17-year-old guy, very honest, he's not kind of guy who is doing a strategy around that, so don't forget how Bayern are also protecting the player now. Max Eberle, Christopher Freund, all the people at the club have been talking about that as something that can happen with a 17-year-old kid who is just sharing his childhood dream, that's it. But about his future, remember what I've been telling you here on the channel. His contract will be automatically extended until 2029, is part of the agreement already in his former contract, but Bayern are prepared, as I told you a few months ago, and this remains the case, to offer a better contract to Karl this year in 2026 with a better salary, because the explosion of the player has been fantastic and also in some cases unexpected. They knew he was a huge talent, and this is why they extended the contract in the summer, but they didn't probably expect to see 6 goals, 2 assists. The impact has been massive for a 17-year-old kid. And so now prepared to discuss eventually this year, 2026, a new contract proposal with a better salary. So there is not a contract urgency with Karl, but is a club desire to sort the situation in terms of salary. Just to close, guys, for today, don't forget Marc Guéhi, because Man City are in emergency, and today Oliver Glasner said, well, if we receive a good financial proposal and if the player wants to go, yes, Guehi could leave the club in January. So the doors are not closed to a January exit for Marc Guéhi. Man City are on it, Man City are negotiating with Crystal Palace for Marc Guéhi, but it's not something done, it's not something agreed. Don't forget about Bayern calls, don't forget about Liverpool calls. The situation is moving around Marc Guéhi, because Bayern and Liverpool are tracking this opportunity for the summer transfer window. Liverpool internally believe that it's going to be difficult to do the deal in January, but never say never. I would keep everything open on this story, because Liverpool had the player in their hands in the summer transfer window, then we know the deal collapsed. So Liverpool remain interested, Bayern are still there, Man City want to do the deal now, prepared to pay a transfer fee to Palace. And so, let's follow this Marc Guéhi situation. And so, guys, let me hear your thoughts on all these stories, from Vinícius Jr. to Gunnar Solskjær, and then Carrick, Marc Guéhi, Upamecano, Lenny, Karl, and all the rest. Your comments, guys. Here, as always, remember to like this video, turn on the notification bell, subscribe to the channel. See you soon with Fabrizio. Ciao.